Okay, so I'm here at Whitfield Valley and we've got Sue and Emma, who are the phonics and early reading leads throughout school. Emma, would you tell me about how All Aboard Phonics is going at your school, please?
Yes, so we've been with All Aboard now for just over 2 years. We've found the scheme overall absolutely fantastic. The pictophones, the resources are really engaging to the children. We've seen a real buzz from the children from this scheme. We've seen real interest in early reading, which is obviously our main goal. The results that we've seen have been amazing. We've been spending a lot of time embedding the All Aboard scheme and making sure that our corridors are consistent with it, our classrooms are consistent with it, so that it's everywhere, all around, and I think that's really had an impact on the children. In terms of All Aboard customer service, we couldn't thank them enough for how much they've helped us. Any questions that we've had, they've been straight back to help us. We've been really happy with how it's gone.
Lovely, that's great, and it's wonderful to see. I can see it's completely embedded throughout school, and a real fidelity to the scheme, because you've purchased the books as well, haven't you? So you've been using those.
Yes.
And then can you tell me, Sue, how are you finding the trainer tests? Because I know you've not only do you fully understand it as part of the scheme, but you've took it to another level here.
We have. We've started with the trainer text in the nursery. So even in Emma's maths lessons, you would see the pictophones on initial sounds to help the children to actually read words. And we've tried to embed that across all areas of the curriculum. We've taken it through to topic in the afternoon, and we build on that initial sound in nursery so that when they come through to reception, we then put the pictophones on most of the letter sounds for phase 3 as well, so allowing children, all children really, that can read those words, the key words that they need throughout.
Yeah, no, and I can see that, like you said, in your environments throughout school. Could you just touch a little bit on the interventions and how you've found those?
Yeah, so I think we were at a little bit of a standstill of where to go next with certain children who are displaying early reading difficulties. The intervention manual is a real particular strength. It has a baseline assessment which focuses on 5 main causes of reading difficulty. It allows teachers to easily complete this assessment to establish the exact reason behind the reading difficulty. It then puts the children on specific phases of the intervention to focus on their exact issue with reading, whether that be an auditory processing weakness, whether it be a short-term memory weakness. We've then been able to really hone in on those difficulties and focus on that with those specific children. And again, we've been seeing some real improvements in our results because we've actually been able to target the exact issues rather than just giving them general interventions.
Amazing, thank you. I can see that throughout school and I can see it's really working and you're getting those results, aren't you?
I think as well we feel really supported with the resources for those interventions as well, so the manual's very easy to follow. Staff can have a pack which is easy for them to deliver then to the children in that short session they're working with them.
Yeah, we really utilised the online training suite as well. Sue and myself went on a 5-week CPD course which All Aboard provided, focusing on reading difficulties. We then obviously fed that back to our members of staff, but they've also got that online training suite to ensure that they have that same level of understanding as well.
Amazing, thank you. And I can just say congratulations, because what you're doing here is literally amazing. And it's so great to see. Can you just very quickly, before we finish, just talk to me about nursery and how I know you run phase 1 throughout the year, but the kind of things that you're doing in nursery and the results you're seeing?
Yes, so autumn term in nursery is very much heavy phase 1. We then, as you said, run phase 1 throughout the whole of the year, but then we also start drip feeding the phase 2, which starts in the spring term. We believe that if children are capable, why hold them back? So we have started all children on those early letter sounds. We are now seeing quite outstanding results. We have our nursery children segmenting, blending words. They know lots of phase 2 sounds already, and they are then applying that in their writing, forming the letters correctly from the rhymes that All Aboard have provided us with. And I just think the only way is up for these children. The results are absolutely fantastic, and we can't thank All Aboard enough for that.
Yeah.
I think the reading books as well for the children in the nursery, the larger print really helps them, and parents are really pleased with the reading.
Yeah.
amazing, that's great to hear. And again, thank you for your support, because what you're doing here is outstanding. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're leading the subject so well.